Shh. It's that time, y'all. Time for big boys boxing.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
What is up, team? Hope everybody is doing well, keeping safe, staying away from the Rona. So, just let me get a couple of things sorted here as usual, and we'll get into this today. There is a card on in Australia. Justis Huni is going to be taking on Paul Gallan. And there's a couple of other interesting fights on that card as well. Andre Mikhailovich, another Kiwi boy, fighting at middleweight. There's Isaac Hardman, unbeaten. Shit, I can't remember what weight he is. Could be 154. I can't remember. Not really that important. I'll get to that. And he's fighting, what's his name? Emmanuel Carlos. 12-1. I don't really know the dude, but I've seen Hardman fight. I've seen Mikhailovich fight, a couple of other fights on there as well, but it will be on main event tonight in Australia. They're charging like 59 Australian dollars for this card, and there's only 4 fights on it. I ain't paying for it. I want to see Justis Huni in action. I really like this kid. He's got some skills. He's planning to go to the Olympics, and realistically I think he's the only one who can possibly challenge what's his name, Bakadir Jalalov, for the heavyweight or the super heavyweight title at the Olympics if it ever happens. So just let me do a quick sound check here. One who can, it's working, it's all good. So without further ado, I'll switch over to my browser. We'll have a look at this card. Browser's on the right thing before I switch it over. There we go. And Chrome. Typical. Not picking it up. Just gotta see if I can make it work. Bloody thing. I had it all set up. Going on with my computer at the moment. Time I set something up, bloody settings change again. Could be this one. But it won't pick it up. Great. Bloody thing, I don't know why this isn't working. Technical issues, sorry team. Give me 1 second here. Window is showing up, but it won't pick it up while I'm streaming for some reason. Client area. No, don't know what it is. Not working right. Go back over here then. Right, so we're back here, and I'll look at the card and let you know anyway. So it's got Isaac Hardman versus Emmanuel Carlos as the main event, which it's not. This is just on BoxRec. It's also a middleweight fight. Isaac Hardman is 10-0 at present, and Emmanuel Carlos is 12-1. Let's have a quick look at Isaac Hardman's record. Robert Berridge he beat, who was 37-4. There's no names on Isaac Hardman's record that I really recognise. I mean, there's a few guys on here that I've seen fight. It's Tej Pratap Singh, I've seen him fight as well. Yeah, I think Hardman's going to win that one. He looked pretty confident at the weigh-in, and the other guy, Emmanuel Carlos, I can't be sure on how good or bad he is. I've never seen him fight. But the other one of interest to me is Andre Mikhailovich, New Zealand boy, 15-0. He's going to be taking on Alex Hannon, who's 13-0. Now, I'm pretty sure Andre Mikhailovich is a Isaac Peach fighter. Fights out of the Isaac Peach gym here in West Auckland, the Whitex. They've got a new setup out there. But I've seen him fight. He looks pretty solid. He's very powerful. Good body puncher. Good straight punches. Doesn't waste a lot of punches. This other guy, Alex Hannon, I haven't seen him fight, so I haven't got too much of an opinion on him. But looking through his record, his opponents look pretty soft. His record is quite padded. His last opponent he beat was 19-73 with 4 draws. The guy before that was 5-12. The guy before that was 2-19, 2-15. The next one, 2-1. It's the first guy with a winning record I've seen, and he's only 2-1. What else have we got on here? 2-1. The guy before that was 0-4, 0-5, 1-22, 1-3, and his first fight. Oh no, there's a debut guy. 1-6, 1-34, and a debut for his first fight. So, out of all of the guys he's fought, he's only fought one guy with a winning record, and that winning record was only 2-1. So I think Mikhailovich is going to knock this guy out in 2 rounds, to be honest. 2 to 3 rounds tops. And this guy's going to be smashed over. Smashed over. But, so yeah, his record's 13-0. He's got 7 knockouts against bums. So it should be pretty easy work for Mikhailovich, I think. But I'm looking forward to seeing Mikhailovich in action. He's pretty decent sort of fighter. I thought he was a light heavyweight. Just give me a sec here. I know he's fighting at middle this time. So I'll just look at a few of his last weights. 154 was his last one. The one before that was 166.5. So that was either a catch weight or he was fighting at light heavy. One before that was 154 as well, then 166.5, so he's jumping around a bit. It's Mikhailovich, 159. So he's about a middleweight, really. But, yeah, looking forward to seeing Mikhailovich in action. The other fights on the card, we've got Sam Goodman. He's 8-0. I think I've heard the name. I may have seen him on an undercard somewhere. And he's going to be fighting Nort Beauchamp or Beauchamp, who's 18-4. Hard to give a prediction on these ones when I don't really know, but I imagine Sam Goodman is going to take that one away, being lower on the undercard and an up-and-coming fighter. The matchmakers would have picked him an opponent that he can try and look impressive against. And there is, that fight is at featherweight, and there is a cruiserweight fight here as well. Jason Waitley, who is 8-0, and he's going to be taking on Victor Organov. Can't say I know that name. Who's 32-8. So I imagine once again, the up-and-coming prospect at 8-0 has been matched up with a guy that he can look spectacular against. So I expect Jason Waitley to win that fight as well. Now to the main event. JPH, Justis Huni, who is 4-0, is going to be taking on Paul Gallan, who's 11-0-1. Now Justis Huni, like I was saying earlier, this boy's got a lot of skills, man. In his very first professional fight, he took on the guy who was the Australian champ at the time in Django Opilu. His real name is Fainga Opilu, but everyone calls him Django Opilu. And he's a very entertaining fighter, this Django Opilu. If you hadn't seen Justis Huni before, if you go to the Big Boys Boxing Discord server, the link is in the description. On the left hand side you'll find fight replays. If you go in there, scroll up, you'll find the Huni v Opilu fight replay there. I recorded it, uploaded it to Google Play, and you can watch it at your leisure. But Huni's had a few other fights since then. Not really anything to write home about. He fought a guy who was 3-0. How do I say this? Arsene Fosso. I have heard the name. He won that one. He's fought Jack Maris as well, who at the time was 2-0. So he's taking on unbeaten guys, even though he's up and coming prospect, which is great to see. But the level of opposition in Australia at heavyweight is rather limited, really, isn't it? Kind of like here in New Zealand. He also fought another guy, Christian Soya. I can't say it. Tsoye. And he was 5-3 with 2 draws. That was his last fight. Paul Gallan, as many of y'all know, is an ex-rugby league player. He's a pretty tough dude. You quite often see him in punch-ups when he was playing league. Not too many people wanted to mess with Paul Gallan when he was playing league. But he's getting long in the tooth now. He's taken up a bit of boxing. The one draw on his record, was it Mark Hunt? I think it was. Yeah, it was Mark Hunt. No, he beat Mark Hunt by unanimous decision. Who was it? Majority decision draw he had against Barry Hall. And that was Barry Hall on debut. So that's interesting. I don't even know who Barry Hall is. But he's got a bit of confidence at the moment, has Paul Gallan. He's coming off a first round stoppage win over Lucas Brown. Now I'm sure in Paul Gallan's mind, he's thinking Lucas Brown is a former world champion. He was a real boxer and I knocked him out in 1 round, so I must be pretty good. But the fact of the matter is, Lucas Brown was good for 1 fight in his entire career, in my opinion. He looked pretty good against Ruslan Shagayev when he picked up that WBA regular title, only to have it stripped from him when he tested positive for clenbuterol. So how much, we can argue that he was slipped it. He was tested before he left Australia and he was clean and blah blah blah. I don't want to go into it. But anyways, Lucas Brown is washed. He got knocked out with a body shot by Dave Allen, who is now retired. He got sparkoed cold in a fight that he looked absolutely terrible in against Dillian White. So I hope he's not holding too much faith in that win over Lucas Brown. I suspect anybody Lucas Brown fights within the top 50 from now on is likely to beat him, likely to stop him. He's done. But Paul Gallan, like I said, he's a tough dude. His boxing skills seem to be improving. I don't think he actually hits that hard when you compare him to other heavyweight boxers, but as a rugby league player, I'm sure he hits freaking hard compared to most of them. Alright. He's very fit. He's always very fit. He's weighing... where's his weights? Justis Huni is weighing 234.5 pounds, and Paul Gallan is 219.5 pounds. Now, Paul Gallan is considerably smaller, not just with the weight. He's got the 20 pounds odd in weight disadvantage, but he's 5'10". I thought he was like 6 foot at least. 5'10". That doesn't sound right. I don't think that's right. I think he's more like 6 foot. It says 179 centimeters here, but I don't think that's right. It's got a 70-inch reach, 178 centimeters. I think that's probably about right. And if you haven't already, you go to Justis Huni's Facebook page. There is the full weigh-in for the whole card there, and you get to see them standing next to each other. The size disparity is massive here. Now, when I say Justis Huni has a lot of skills, I mean, he's pretty quick, he's got decent footwork, he can fight on the inside, he can fight on the outside. His punch selection is pretty good. He's got a good variety of punches that he uses. I don't think he hits extremely hard. I mean, he did stop Django Apilu, who's very tough, but Apilu wasn't looking too bad in that fight. But I think it was accumulation, and the ref stopped the fight, you know, because Apilu was standing there taunting, getting punched in the face, and nothing was coming back, and he was screaming at Huni, you know, fucking come on, is that all you got? While he's getting punched in the face, and the ref stopped it. I'm kind of torn between whether I think Huni's going to win on points or a knockout. What's the fight here? It's 10 rounds, so it's an Australian Championship fight, even though it's only 10 rounds. I think most of Paul Gallan's fights he's had so far have only been 6 and 8 rounders. I have no doubt that he's got the fitness. I'm wondering if he has the chin to be able to deal with what Huni is going to throw at him all night. I think he's going to get peppered, and I think he's going to get I think he's going to get beaten on points, Paul Gallan, unless the referee stops it. Paul Gallan's a tough guy. He's got a big heart. He's going to keep coming. Even if he gets knocked down, he's going to keep getting up. So I think if it's going to be a stoppage, I think it'll be a referee stoppage. Possibly even the towel gets thrown in from the corner of Paul Gallan. But I think we're going to get at the very least, we're going to get 5 or 6 rounds out of it. Paul Gallan was saying after the weigh-in that he's expecting to try and get through those first 4 or 5 rounds and then try and stop Huni late. But I think he may be underestimating the fitness of Justis Huni as well. He looks very fit all the time. And this kid is a real boxer. This ain't no 40-year-old once upon a time fat fuck like Lucas Brown. This dude's a real boxer. He's a real hungry young boxer. And if Paul Gallan can beat Justis Huni, I expect Justis Huni to not bother going to the Olympics. He'll just stay pro and start boxing. But I don't think it's likely. I've got Huni winning this one on points, and I'll put that at about 75 to 25 probability of happening. So get back to the YouTube page. Got some peeps in now. We do. The Not Fake Cone Gaming. Good to have you in, man. What up? Gareth Hancock, always good to see you, man. And what's it talking? I got Huni on points. I think he got fast hands. He's a good technical boxer. He's gonna outbox Gallan. Gallan work rate will give him trouble, but he will adjust to it. Yeah, well, kind of like the Apilu fight. I think it's a good gauge because Apilu was throwing a lot of punches and he was landing a few here and there, but Huni's got a good high guard. He does a bit of rope-a-dope now and then, and he picks his shots when he's inside. It didn't look like anything that Apilu was landing on him was actually hurting him too, so I think he's got that Islander chin as well, which helps. So yeah, maybe it'll be a role switch to a degree. Maybe Huni's going to try and let Gallan throw a lot of punches and maybe tire a little bit. I mean, fact is, Paul Gallan's getting close to 40, is he? I'll just go and have a quick look. I'm pretty sure he's getting close to 40. I'm like 40, I'll be 43 this year, so I know how do I put this? How your reflexes, your stamina, things go downhill a lot when you get to around age 40. So yeah, Paul Gallan's 39, so he's getting long on the tooth. He seems to be under no illusions that he's not going to be fighting for world titles or anything. He's a prize fighter, and being honest, when it comes to the promotion and the money making side of this fight, Paul Gallan's the A side. It doesn't mean he's the favourite, but he's a rugby league star in Australia. Rugby league is huge. Everyone knows who Paul Gallan is. I think he used to be the captain of the Kangaroos, the Australian team, at one point. So he can get a lot of media attention or a lot of eyes on him, and it's going to help Huni make some money in this fight. If he can put Gallan away, everybody in Australia is going to wake up and go, wow, who's this Justis Huni kid? So I think it's a good move for Huni to take this fight, even though it's a bit of a circus fight, really, isn't it? It's a bit of a circus fight. So we'll see what happens. But anybody who wants to watch the fight, it is going to be on Main Event in Australia. You can also watch it through KO Sports, but you have to use, if you're not in Australia, you'd have to use a VPN to watch it. But if you're not in Australia and you haven't got a VPN, there are other ways to watch it. If you go to the Big Boys Boxing Discord server, the invite link is in the description, and then go to live fight links on the left, you might find some other way to be able to watch the channel, watch the fight. I'm also thinking about possibly doing a live commentary stream for it this evening. We'll see how we go. Doesn't start till after 9 PM New Zealand time. I think it's 9:45, and that's just the start of the card. So currently here it's 11 minutes past 11 AM on Wednesday morning, and in Sydney, where the fight's going to be, is 2 hours behind us here, so that's going to make it about a 7 o'clock or 7:45 start over in Aussie for the card, and about a 9:45 start here in New Zealand. So we'll see. We will see. Joseph Bacon in the house. I like 40 cent. $40 on Huni by KO. I'm not sure what the 40 cents bit's about. 40 cent. But I'm missing that joke, man. Actually, I'll just have a quick look at the odds on TAB if they've got them. See what we've got here. Might be something. Give me a sec, team. Sports A to Z. Boxing. Here's the cards coming up straight away. Andre Mikhailovich. He's paying $1.30. That's not too bad. The other dude's paying $3.40. Have we got any methods? We do. Ooh, I might have to get some money out and start making some bets for tonight now. So, method of victory is what I want to look at. Mikhailovich, points of decision, $2.30. Knockout, $2.87. Shit, that's good money. That's good money for Mikhailovich. But, like I was saying earlier, I think it's going to be within the first 3 round stoppage on this. What options are they giving us here? Now, they can only group us. Pick the round 2 and exact is the only 2 options I've got. So if I was to pick the rounds, grouping 2, I'd go rounds 3 and 4. Wow, $8.50 it's paying. Wow. Okay, they got 5 and 6 at $7, 7 and 8 at $8. Wow, those are good odds. I think Mikhailovich is going to peel him back like a pope on a baby. Jesus. That was a bit bad taste. I shouldn't have said that. Anyways, yeah, rounds 3 to 4, $8. $8.50. Man, just throw $5 on 1 to 2 and $5 on 3 to 4. As long as he stops him in the first 4 rounds, you're making money. Wow, yeah. He stops him in the first 2, that'd be at $11. You're paying $55 just on $10. I like it. Anyways, that's enough for the odds for now. But yeah, those are my predictions. I'll quickly run through them one more time for you. Where's the event? Here it is. So first fight, Jason Waitley. I think he'll win it. Cruiserweight. Will he stop the guy? I don't know. Guy's 32 and 8. It's cruiserweight. Yeah, I'll say Jason Waitley's gonna stop this other dude. I'm not picking around because I don't know them well enough. Victor Oganov. He's gonna beat him. Sam Goodman, I think, will win on points against Nort Beauchamp. It's a featherweight fight. Nort Beauchamp is 18 and 4. Sam Goodman is 8 and 0. And like I've just covered, Andre Mikhailovich, I think he's going to stop this Alex Hannon, who's 13 and 0. Mikhailovich is 15 and 0. That's at middleweight. We've also got another middleweight fight, Isaac Hardman versus Emmanuel Carlos. I think Emmanuel Carlos is going to get stopped in that one as well. And Justis Huni, I'm picking him on points over the 10 rounds against Paul Gallan. Now, if Mikhailovich and Hardman both win, particularly if they both win by knockout. That should be the next fight for both of them. Hardman versus Mikhailovich. So, those are my picks for this evening. Like I said, if you'd like to watch the fight and you're outside of Australia, head over to the Big Boys Boxing Discord and check out the live fight link section. See what you can find. And yeah, that's it for that event tonight. Keep your eyes open on the channel. I may end up doing a live commentary stream for the event. So if you're not keen on finding other ways to watch it, there's quite possibly going to be a live stream that you can come and listen to. I'll give a blow by blow commentary, so you know how it rolls. And yeah, that's it for me today. Hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm Jono from Big Boys Boxing, and I am out of here. See you! Well, team, that brings us to the end for today. Hope you've enjoyed. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you have, and subscribe to the channel not to miss future content. Now, if you'd like to get more involved with the channel, I do a lot of stuff over on Discord at the Big Boys Boxing Discord server. You can join through the invite link that's in the description of all my videos, or you can come to the main channel page and hit this Discord icon that's up here on the right hand top side of the channel. It will take you to here. This is the Big Boys Boxing Discord general boxing chat section. As you can see, we post news, talk about boxing. We also have some other avenues here. We have live fight links, where I drop links to fights within 24 hours of them screening. You have the Fight Night Gym up there as well. That's just where we talk strategies and tips and things for Fight Night Champion. And we also have fight replays. I drop the odd replay there. You want to come back and watch fights, but here is the live panel. This is where the panel members on YouTube on my lives come. If you want to join in a panel, you can come here, click on it, and you're in. See the green rings around my avatar? It means it's working. Down the bottom here is your mute. You want to mute at any time, no more green rings. And over here is the hang up button. This is noise suppression. But yeah, the hang up button to get out of there. Boom, and you're out. Also down here we have live fight streams. Got 2 channels there. We do stream live fights there. You can come and watch them there. I've also got the Fight Night Gym. The gym members on Fight Night Champion, quite often we come in here, use this as our voice. We can stream each other's displays here and watch each other as well, so it makes it more interactive. And obviously watch BB games. Sometimes I'll put my Xbox up there if I'm playing a game besides Fight Night Champion, which there isn't many of. But anyways, like I say, that is it for today. If you are thinking of signing up to DAZN, you should use my referral link, which is also in the description. If you do use it, you will get a month free. I'm impressed with DAZN. I've just signed up to it, and there's a lot of archive fights there, but the quality of their productions has gotten really good, so get into it, and I shall catch you next time. I'm Juatis from Big Boys Boxing, and I'm out. See you!
Subscribe to BBBoxing.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Good luck.